I don't know why I'm bothering to do this, I can't see myself. Hi, I feel like I haven't made a video in forever, so bad luck at making one. So, are we recording? We are recording. Professional. Always put your phone on silent before you start vlogging. I'm such a bad YouTuber. It's not like anyone watches these anyway, right? So, for those of you that read my blog thing, which I will link below, will know that I get sent books sometimes and then I read them and I tell you about them. And it just so happens that the past couple of weeks I've been sent loads of books, so I figured I'd tell you about some of them. Majority of them have been sent to me are e-galleys, which basically means it's like a Kindle file and you download it onto your Kindle. I was sent a copy of You Know Me Well by David Levithan and Nina LaCour. Cure? Sure? This could be a problem. It's basically a collaboration between the two of them, and it's the story of these two people that go to the same school but they never really hung out before, and they come across each other on a random night out in the city, and through various things happening kind of get thrown together and they decide to have a little adventure on their own, and then they become BFFs. And it's kind of the story of how the two of them have come into each other's lives at just the right time and the kind of fun adventures they get up to on that night, and then the sort of fallout of that night and how they support each other and help each other through. And I liked it. It was good. I was also sent a book called Wrecked. It is the story of a alleged rape. The Banging Book Club, which I'll link below, reviewed asking for it, and I'm really interested to read that and I've not got around to it yet. And Wrecked sounded kind of similar, so I figured I'd ease myself in. It's basically the story of a girl whose roommate reports that she's been raped at a party. It's kind of her story of her kind of getting to grips with this thing that's happened to her roommate and her sort of observing the situation as it unfolds, and also the fact that she then becomes entangled with the roommate of the person accused of the crime, and how the two of them are trying to keep their friendship and their relationship out of the drama. It was a really difficult read. It was difficult sometimes to know who was telling... Damn it, phone! It was difficult sometimes to tell who was lying and whether or not they even were lying, or if it was just like different ways of perceiving an event. Another book that I was sent it's got a really good cover, so I'm annoyed that it was a Kindle book as opposed to an actual book, because it looks really cool. This was great. It was littered with pop culture references, and I love a good pop culture reference, and the kids all went to like a super brainy school for like super brainy nerdy people, and they were all like into comics and Doctor Who and Firefly and things like that, which I love. And it featured a bit of nerd love, which I liked as well. It was just a little bit too long. It went on for a little bit. I also got sent to Word a Rebel, which is written by one of my friends, which in no way influenced my review of it. It's a history rom-com drama thing, and it was really good fun. So if you're into your sort of like historical period dramas and you like funny writing, check it out. The one I've just finished is... I need to put my phone on silent. Love and Other Man-Made Disasters. Again, it's such a good cover. So annoyed that you can't just have the cover. Books are so pretty, aren't they? Like, I love a Kindle book, but prettiness. So Love and Other Man-Made Disasters is about a girl called Juno, great name, who is well into studying and academics and things like that. She's studying for her A-levels, and she has recently kind of entered into a kind of new family environment. Her mum has just gotten remarried and she now has these two stepbrothers, and they go on a family holiday together, and she is someone who is very anxious and constantly worried about stuff. During the skiing holiday, there's a little holiday romance. It's all very cute. It's got lots of John Green references in it, so that was quite fun, and I'll be reviewing that over on the blog soon. Yesterday I got sent 2 actual books. I love it when I get sent actual books. So I started this one today. This is called The Translation of Love, and it is by, I'm gonna murder this name, Lin Kitsuke Kaki? Killed it. This is the story of lots of different people all in occupied Japan after World War II. We don't get taught an awful lot about the American occupation of Japan during like history lessons in the UK, so it's an element of history that I don't know an awful lot about, and in fact the only other book I've read about it is The Man in the High Castle by Philip K. Dick, but that's kind of a alternate reality version of events. I have a bit of a thing about Japan. I really want to go to Japan. The thing is that I have a very sort of weeboo type love of Japan. I kind of feel like my view of Japan is very rose tinted, and it's what is presented to me through pop culture, which may not necessarily be an accurate representation of the place, and I really want to go so that I can experience Japan properly. But that's why I love books like this, because it kind of gives you a much more realistic and well-rounded view of somewhere. So I'm really excited to finish this, and I will be reviewing it. I think I'm on the blog tour for this, so if you're also on the blog tour for this, let me know and we can discuss. I love like World War II related books. Like World War II is probably like my favourite era of history to learn about. Just really full of lots of fascinating economic and political and socio things happening. And also it's nice to read something from like a non-European country. That was sent to me by Penguin Random House, so thank you very much, Penguin. The other book I was sent by Penguin Random House is this. It's called Martini Henry by Sarah Crowe. I know that she's in Four Weddings and a Funeral. She's an actress, but she's written a couple of different things. This is out in June, and I've not started it yet, but apparently it is about a writer who is trying to adult, and I know that feel. Thanks, Penguin. There you go. Some books have been sent and a video to make it look like my channel hasn't been abandoned. Also, I apologise for my fringe, it really needs cutting. And for my phone. Anyway, like, bye. Oh, this is a complete shit show of a video.